This song right here is for everybody that realizes you gotta have a prayer life if you're gonna make it in this world today. So fellas, let's let them know what we're talking about. I got to make time for my prayer life. Yeah, I need a connection. Open line of communication. I got to make time, for my prayer life. I need a connection. Open line of communication. Said I'm moving on to another level. I got to elevate my mind. Open up my Bible. I'm gonna spend a little more of my time with God. With God. Oh, yeah. In a world where so much is going on, I just want to be close to you. I gotta make time, yeah, for my prayer life. I need a connection. Open line of said I'm moving on another level. I gotta elevate my mind. Open up my Bible. I'm gonna spend a little more of my time. Oh, with God. I gotta steal away and get all by myself. Ooh, I wanna spend quality time with you. I wanna spend quality time with you. I wanna spend some quality time with you. Ooh, I wanna spend some quality time with you. Can I tell you why? Time with you. Can I tell you why I wanna spend time with you? Better is one day in your court than a thousand elsewhere. Steal away, spend the rest of my day praising your name. Steal away, spend the rest of my day praising your name. Oh, I got to get over myself. The rest of my day sing a song and say a prayer. I'm gonna still spend the rest of my day praising your name. I just wanna spend the rest of my day quality time with you. I'm gonna steal away the rest of my day. Yeah, steal away, yeah. Praising your name. Steal away, rest of my day. I need a connection. Operator, long distance. Steal away, yeah. The rest of my day, praising your name, praising your name. Steal away and spend the rest of my day, praising your name, praising your name.
My God, isn't that a wonderful song? I love that song. It needs, some songs need to be a little longer. I mean, I understand the rules of the radio station because I am also a radio station owner, but I'm just saying. Oh my God, it's so glad. I'm so happy to be here. Hello, good evening, Queen. Hello, Sharita. How are you? Thank you so much for listening to Chopping It Up with Queen Alicia. Tonight we have a wonderful guest that actually I'm really just making this connection with him. It's my first time really talking to him live, and we just want to welcome him. His name is Jesse Preacherman Burgess. I got to look down on my paper sometime because I got to make sure it's right. Because we got to talk to him about the name. Yeah, we got to talk to him about this name. Yeah, but we want to also just say thank you so much for accepting the invitation to come on the Chopping It Up with Queen Alicia broadcast tonight. And you know what? We got some things brewing. It's coming out, y'all. It's about to be some things that's on fire. I'm not going to mention it, but I didn't think that the Chopping Up with Queen Alicia thing was going to get so popular. And actually, shout out to Tony D because he is the one who gave me that name. Isn't that something? I didn't do that. I was like, look, I don't care what it is. I'm just going to get on it. I'm just going to talk. And then he's like, what about? And I said, oh, okay, sounds good. And ever since then, God has been elevating and elevating and elevating. And we've been it's been a wonderful time to have on radio station hosts and radio station owners. And you know what? They are top of what I'm saying. Do y'all know what I'm saying? And guess what? There's more to come. So for those of you who are like, she didn't get me yet, it's more to come. But you know what? God is telling me some things. So he has to tell me where to go. So that's what he's doing. I'm asking you, if you are on this broadcast and you are hearing the sound of my voice, that you will share this broadcast with 2 people and tell them, get on in the room because we got to talk. Right? We have to talk. We have to talk to Jesse and find out where he got this preacher man middle name from. We just really got to talk. So while you share, make sure you share now. I can tell if you share, so don't be trying to act like you shared and you really didn't share. I just want to play this song for you guys, all right? And of course, it's, you know what, God, don't cancel me. Please, how many of you guys just hope, God, don't cancel me? Please, there's 18 people on here now. If we have we have all of you guys to share, 2 people. Come on, let's go. Thanks for listening to Chopping Up with Queen Alicia.
As long as God don't cancel me, I'm alright. I'm alright. I'm alright. As long as God don't cancel me, I'm alright. I'm alright. I'm alright. As long as God don't cancel me, I'm alright. I'm alright. I'm alright. As long as God don't cancel me. These things, I can do without, but the peace you bring, I can't live without. Cast me not away from your presence. Whatever you do, don't take your spirit away from me. No man. As long as God don't cancel me, I'm alright. I'm alright. I'm alright. As long as God don't cancel me, I'm alright. I'm alright. I'm alright. God don't cancel me, I'm alright. I'm alright. I'm alright. As long as God don't cancel me, don't cancel me. Can I say it again? These things, I can do without, but your joy spring, I cannot live without it. Cast me not away from your presence, Lord. Whatever you do, don't take your spirit away. No, yeah. Jesus. As long as God don't cancel me, I'm alright. I'm alright. I'm alright. As long as God don't cancel me, I'm alright. I'm alright. I'm alright. God don't cancel me, I'm alright. I'm alright. I'm alright. As long as God don't cancel me, don't cancel me. Just look to the hills. Yo, where your help come from? Just look to the hills. All my help is coming from the Lord. As long as God don't cancel me, I'm alright. As long as God don't cancel me, I'm alright. As long as God don't cancel me, I'm alright. As long as God don't cancel me, don't cancel me. All right. All right. You ought to tell somebody. You can block me if you want to, but you can't block these blessings. You can even hate me if you want to, but no weapon that's formed against me. Hey, it just won't work, no.
Chopping it up with Queen Alicia, where every word is clear and true. From deep talks and open dialogue, join the conversation. Explore real relationships and pass the growth.
Yeah, chop it up with Alicia. The queen. This is the podcast you know you're gonna need, hun. Chop it up with Alicia J today. She's dropping them nuggets and stuff you really wanna say on relationships and situationships. Married or single, and even if you wanna mingle. Chop it up with Alicia. Chop it up, the queen. Today. Yeah.
Discuss hot topics and let your knowledge flow.
The queen. Let's chop it up.
Entertainment and guests in the mix. Every conversation is a good connected mix.
Let's chop it up.
Let's chop it up. Chop, chop, chop. We want to thank you. We want to say thank you to Christian Sounds Media for that wonderful theme music. And I want to say thank you. Thank you to everyone who is listening at the sound of my voice to this interview today. Thank you for those of you who are not my fans, but you came in here to hear Jesse Preacherman Burgess. I thank you for coming onto my platform, and I say welcome. And everyone that's on my platform says welcome. Thank you so much once again for listening to Chopping It Up with Queen Alicia. Welcome once again to another exciting edition of The Voice Behind the Mic, a special segment of Chopping It Up with Queen Alicia, where we shine the spotlight on the voices, visionaries, and leaders making an impact in radio, media, and beyond. I am your host, Queen Alicia, and tonight we have the privilege of speaking with a man whose voice, dedication, and commitment to serving his community have made a lasting impression through the airways. Our guest is Jesse Preacherman Burgess of WTCC 90.7 FM, a broadcaster, community advocate, and servant leader who understands the power of communication and the responsibility that comes with being behind the microphone. Tonight, we will discuss his journey into broadcasting, the mission behind WTCC 90.7 FM, the challenges and rewards of radio, the importance of community engagement, and what continues to inspire him to serve and uplift others through media. So grab a seat invite a friend, and get ready for an inspiring conversation as we go behind the scenes and discover the man behind the microphone. Please help me welcome the voice behind the mic, Jesse Preacherman Burgess.
Good evening to you.
Hello. Thank you so much for coming on.
Absolutely. I want to thank you for having me on tonight. I made it to the Queen show.
Yes, I'm excited. Sometimes, I'm passing through your show. This is really like the first time, guys, that we've ever chopped it up together. So I do want to say thank you. And I want to say that I appreciate what you do. It's so many people that's out there that's radio station hosts that I don't really rarely like get to stop and see because so many of you guys, we don't do lives. Everyone doesn't do a live. So I thank you so much for putting it out there so we can see what you are doing. And I love your station. I love your music, your playlist. But I want you to let's share a light on who is the man behind the mic. Who's Jesse Preacherman Burgess?
Well, I am a pastor of Power Gospel Pentecostal Ministries, and I've been doing that been pastoring now, going on 10 years. And I'm a family man, a wife with 2 children, and just had a year and maybe 15 months now. It's been finally became a grandfather 2 times over, 1 month apart. And so
Wow.
I'm enjoying them. I love gospel music, in particular quartet, but I love all genres of gospel music, and I've been listening to it and singing in the choir, and grew up in church. My mom and my dad both sang quartet gospel music, so that's why I love it so much.
Mhm.
But my mom was also the director of the choir because her father was our pastor. And so I grew up a church kid, doing everything and anything that I could do, playing drums, singing in the youth choir, and just enjoying church. And outside of church, I love sports as well. I'm a sports guy
Well,
as well.
you wouldn't happen to be a Knicks fan, would you?
No, I am not. Congratulations to them, but I'm a Laker fan. That's what I am.
Okay. So the middle name, Preacher Man. Now, is that really your middle name, or what's your real middle name?
My middle name is Lee. That's my real middle name. But I had a friend when I started, when I was getting ready to start in radio, and I said, "Man, I need a name, man, to go by." And he was always calling me Preacher Man from like when we met, because I was
Wow.
a minister at that time. And he said, "Man, Preacher Man, that's what you are." And so I just picked that name up ever since. So it became Jesse Preacher Man Burgess.
Right. Now, how did WTCC come about?
Well, it was well established way before I started. It's a college station here in our area, Springfield,
Oh,
Massachusetts, and different genres. It plays 24/7. And my mother-in-law, who has been on the radio for over all 45, 46 years. And when I came into the family, she knew I love gospel music, and that's what she was playing. And so she kind of brought me into the fold. I was just watching her and everything. And finally, I decided to join the radio station, and became a co-host of hers for WTCC. And our program is entitled Inspirational Beginning. And we've changed different, formats during the time that I've been there. Now I do every other Sunday. She does one Sunday, I do one Sunday.
Mhm.
And we come on from 6 a.m. to 11 a.m. So we have 5 hours of gospel music that we play.
Right. And I do encourage everyone at the sound of my voice, every guest that we have on here, I do encourage you to go and follow them. That's what I do want you to do. Because there's nothing like listening to what they do and seeing them in action. So when the station was formed, what were you thinking in regards to how do you want, like when someone listens to your station, what do you want them to get from listening from to your station?
Well, first of all, versatility, because I like all kinds of gospel music. So from 6 a.m. to 8 a.m., I play choir music. I play solo artists every now and then, a gospel rap or two. And then at 8 o'clock on, I play all quartet because that's just what I love.
Mhm.
But the versatility of gospel, and something when you do watch me, if you do check me out, you'll see that I love it. I'm
Mhm.
singing with the music before I had to, go live on air, and I just love gospel. So all kinds of gospel catch me. So one of the things that I would like people to see is the versatility, not just one genre of gospel, but I love it all. Just in particular,
Right.
quartet happen to be my favorite.
Right. Yeah. Everyone. I would say everyone. Everyone has their favorite. My dad too. My dad sung quartet, so it's like whatever you're in the house listening to. Um, so this is great. We listen to your state. Well, I've listened to your station, and the playlist is wonderful.
Mm.
What makes it to your playlist? What kind of music? What are you listening for?
Well, one of the things I was taught, that when you're sending music out and things, that the hosts have to be able to, grasp hold to it within the first few seconds. And it's something that I actually grasped hold to. Now, I will be honest, I have missed some good music, but for the most part, when it first starts,
Mhm.
you kind of know. It's like, okay, this is going to be good. So
Mhm.
that's very important. I'm checking out that intro,
Mhm.
listening to the first few bars or whatever of the song, so I can see if it's something that can make the playlist. Of course, the quality has to be good to be played over the air. And this is no shade or anything, but
Mhm.
sometimes quartet, not all of it has the right quality. So sometimes I can't play it, especially on the radio. But I'm looking for some good music and have a message as well. I think it's very important that we have a message in our songs.
So as artists submit their music, I heard you say quality. Can you speak about the quality? Like, and when you say quality, what are you meaning?
Well, it has to be mixed right. There are things that come across our desk, and I know you understand as well. It comes across our desk, and it almost sound like they're singing in a barrel. Um,
Mhm.
the sound is just not there, and it
Mhm.
doesn't go over the air well.
Mhm.
So it's very important that it's mixed very well, mixed good, and have that good quality sound, regardless of who it is that you're doing it. Because today's time, it's not like the olden days where everybody was going into a studio and somebody was doing. A lot of people do it at home now. They can do it so much. The technology has advanced so much that you can do things right on your own computer right there. People have
Mhm.
learned how to do it, but you want to make sure that it is mixed right, so that way when it goes over the air, it sounds good. It doesn't sound like you're singing in a bucket or in a barrel.
That's right. Let's talk about the quality since you said that, because a lot of artists do. They are doing their music at home.
Mhm.
So, what would you think? I think, well, sometimes I say that, a lot of artists do their music at home. However, when you have a, what's the difference? I'm going to ask you, what's the difference between having a studio at home
Mm-hmm.
and going to a studio?
Well, what I will say is, I don't think everybody got the right qualifications,
Mm-hmm.
have not educated themselves well enough.
That's right.
They'll get on and just think they can automatically do it. And it doesn't work like that. I know you got Garage Band and all these different things that you play around with, and people think, oh, I can just do it. They'll ask, AI helps them out, or chat or whatever helps
Mm-hmm.
them out. But it's very important that you go to somebody who knows exactly what they're doing. So even having your studio at home, if you have the right education, if you have the know-how, you can make it sound very good. But it's a lot of people, and also a lot of people are trying to get out the cheap way. They don't want to pay the money. But
Mm-hmm.
in music, you have to pay. It costs you something, and so you can't always look to get out the cheap way. You got to be able to spend some money, and they
That's
always
right.
say scared money don't make no money. And you got to be able to put out some money in order for it to come back.
That's right. That's right. I always talk to people and I'm like, see, I'm from New Jersey. I'm in Jersey.
All right.
So in high school, we went to the Apollo. So
Mhm.
when you talk about that couple of seconds, I know about that because Mr. Sandman coming to get you off the stage, you know. So when I talk about that, they like, I'm so hard. I'm like, nah, literally, and guys, I'm like that too with my music. Like I'm getting ready to put some stuff out, and I'm always like, are those couple of seconds gonna be hot? Because if they not hot, they come Sandman coming to kick me off the stage.
Absolutely, absolutely. And you need somebody to be real with you as well,
Mm, that's right.
because mommy, auntie, uncle, they gonna tell you your stuff sound good anyway.
Right.
But you need somebody real to tell you that ain't it. Just
That's
go
right.
back, do this, or go back in and try this. And that's not nobody taking a shot at you. They're trying to actually help you.
Yes. Well, I didn't have that. I ain't had them kind of parents. My mother would tell me the truth. If it ain't something, my dad, look, it's time for us to go back in the piano room.
Yeah, yes, yes,
But
absolutely.
you do. So when we say quartet music, hmm, there's a difference. What is that difference than just any other gospel music?
Well, that can go a few ways, but quartet. When I grew up in quartet, listening to quartet, there was a certain sound. First of all, you knew it was gospel music. Number one, you weren't guessing if it was gospel music. And when I first started listening to quartet, there was no, keyboards wasn't huge at that time. There was no stems. There was no tracks. There were, and most of it was men. There were some ladies, a lot more now, but there weren't as many ladies as it was men, and they got around. And when you talk about quartet, one thing people look for is harmony.
That's
They're
right.
looking at harmony
Mm,
in quartet. Do that background sound right? Is it
mhm,
tight? They want to hear harmony in quartet. So it's a different than anything else, different than choir music. Now a lot of CCM and things of that nature, but quartet, for some reason, it just has that down home
mhm.
sound, as they say, down south. Even though I ain't from down south, I know what they
Right.
I
That's
got
right.
there, but it just has a different sound, and the harmony is very, very tight.
Mhm. And it's not, I know it's just not, and you know what another thing is? Like my dad always used to sing, if you can't sing a cappella, you can't sing. And let me tell you, when you hear the quartet sing a cappella, that's what it is. That's the sound of being down south.
Absolutely. And if you're going to sing quartet, you got to be able to sing a cappella, number one, because a lot of times, if you look at these big programs, a lot of times the power goes out, and
Mm,
you can't just stop and say, oh, we're going to wait till all the
right.
power comes. No, you got to be able to sing without any music or anything else, because in the early days, the music wasn't as important as it is now. And so you got to be able to sing, and the people want to hear you sing. When you turn that music down, they listening to those voices, and something about that sweet, smooth, silky sound make them switch in their seat.
That's right. And guess what? Things start shifting. And guess what? I bet you them lights come back on.
That's right. That's right. You sing till that power come back.
That's right. That happened today. You know, we're dealing with a storm right now currently. And it started raining. I had to go to the gym. So guess what I did? I started singing that storm away, and it diminished. I bet you that. So there is a sound. And
Yeah.
you know, I have gone to many quartet groups when they, you know, say have anniversaries or different things that they have. And I'm gonna tell you, one time I never forget, and it had been a while that I went to one that was like a Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Let me tell you, I was looking for another one on Monday.
Oh wow. I love it.
Yeah, because those of you who never went to hear quartet sing, you guys are missing. You're missing something. You know, there's a fire. It really is.
Yeah, I totally agree, and it's nothing like being in person. You know, because you're singing on the record or the CD, whatever you want to call it. You're in a studio, you're singing, you're trying to do it, do your best. But when you get in person, and you're feeding off the spirit, you're feeding off the people are feeling the spirit.
Right.
Sometimes you have to break what you had scheduled, because that spirit comes in, and once that spirit comes in, you can't quench it. You got to allow it to do what.
That's right. That's right. What do you think is missing though in today's music?
Oh boy, that's a loaded question. Back in the day, I think this is just me, but there was more of a message, if you will. There was more, as far as gospel itself, more biblical pieces inside the music. As I said earlier, you know, quartet, you know, it's gospel. A lot of times songs are based off scripture, and you know what it is. And so I think in music today, if we could get back to more of a message, which will help bring somebody through, because people can be delivered through your songs, hearing your testimonies inside your songs, hearing what you've been through.
That's right.
Hearing a scripture that the Lord will bring you out, or however it is, whatever scripture you decide to use, or your personal testimony, as I said. And so having more of a message, I think, can help more in our music today.
You know what I think though, that's real sad. I think that there's, Lord forgive me, but this is, I don't know why. I don't know why I'm saying this, but this is what came to me. I just think that a lot of people we're singing, but we haven't been through. My God.
Absolutely.
So then that's why there's no power.
Absolutely. And there's definitely a difference when somebody has been through, going through, and then you're able to really witness. Because I just had Bible study before I came on here, and one of the things we were talking about is, once you know God for yourself, things are different. Job said, I've heard from the hearing of the ear, but now that I've experienced you for myself, then now I know how good you are. So it's definitely a difference. Once you have experienced God, you know who God is. He's blessed you, because you really don't know he's a healer unless he heal you. And so
Right.
once he heal you, then you're like, boy, I heard about Sister Susie healing, but
Right.
now he done it for me. So it's
Right.
different. It's a different feeling, and you know it's true.
That's right. Yeah, I can't sing about something you've been through. That just doesn't make sense. You know?
Absolutely. It is a whole different, and you feel it, and the people in the
Oh,
because this is no shot at anybody, but we have a lot of performers right now. And performers is definitely different than worshiping. Performers know how. They know what to do. They've been through it. They've seen it. So they're watching, and
Mm,
but when it's true worship, you'll break what's supposed to go next. I know we're supposed to sing this next, but right now God has come in and worship
that's right.
over, and then you'll go through something else, or you'll break out into a worship song because you're allowing God to flow.
That's right. Yeah, one a gospel artist just said, "I am Stephanie B. Green." She said it's personal. Yeah,
Mhm.
it's personal.
Absolutely, absolutely,
Yeah,
absolutely. And once we know God for ourselves, listen, watch out. It's a whole different ball game.
that's right. That's right. So how do you think that? Mm, I don't know. How do you think that if some people, I don't know, I think that people are going through things, but they may not know how to put it in music.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, well, uh, it's something that when you're gifted to do something,
Mm,
then just um, some people are doing it just trying to get a few dollars, trying to
wow.
get a few dollars in their pocket, where God has called some people to actually do this. And they're gifted and they can just drop a song out of nowhere because they're
Mm,
gifted to do what they do. And so, yes, you can learn just like you can learn anything else, but there are people who have not been called to the
ah,
ministry, but they're on Facebook or they're on social media learning from these certificate programs, but they weren't actually called by God.
my God.
So same thing when you're talking about music. There are some people that are gifted to do what they do, and others are just learning. And so there's a difference. And sometimes you're able to spot the difference
Mhm.
where it's just somebody who's actually gifted.
Do you think that networking is important as
Super,
artists?
super important. I've learned that. I've sat in some classes to learn that for my own self. It's very, very important to network and learn people, get some relationships in the industry, because when we are blessed, we're not blessed just to sit on it. We're blessed to bless others, and
Wow.
you're able to network and listen. I'm going to help you out. I'm going to bring,
Mhm.
and there's a few groups that I have networked with, and we decided that we were going to work together. And one is in Delaware, one is in San Antonio, Texas. I'm all the way up north in Massachusetts.
Right.
But because we
Mhm.
decided to, network with each other, and they have brought me, I have brought them, and we kept that. And now we go by FFL, Family for Life.
Wow.
We would continue to work with each other. I just left Delaware a couple of weeks ago, and it wasn't even singing. He actually brought me in to preach. I'm bringing him in to preach, and we
Wow.
just learn how to network together. And I think it's very important, especially when you're not what they call, quote unquote, the headline groups. Um,
Mhm.
you need networking, because when you, as an independent artist, a lot of time you're pushed to the side. People don't know who you are. But when you're networking, you at least have a chance to go in front of someone new, to be able to people to be able to see who you are.
That's right. Now, has it ever happened the opposite way? Like it was like, look, I'm not messing with them no more. They can go right there and sit there and
A-
stay.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You learn that the hard way, because me, as you know, I'm on the radio. People find that out
Mhm.
through my own Facebook show. They find that out.
Mhm.
They know I got a group and I promote quartet. So they do a lot of, bring me and I'm gonna bring you. I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that. Now I have been burnt. Yes, I have. I have been burnt, putting my trust, me being who I am, and
Right.
I did, did my part, and then never got a phone call back. And so I lived and learned. You learn, I've been promoting now 10 years. So I've learned over these years, and you have to, keep praying, keep a relationship with the Lord. It'll help you out. And then there's some people that you connect with, and it's like these are genuine people. These
Right.
genuine people. And then there's some, let's just be honest, we can almost spot them as soon as we see them that they ain't so genuine.
See, that's a shame. Y'all that's not legit. Y'all better pray.
Mhm. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Cause we sure
Because
like with the discernment, you can tell.
yes,
You can
yes.
tell.
And you also gonna reap what you sow.
Right. Right. That's absolutely right. Because I mean, I don't mean no harm, but nobody, some people will never come on my show. I mean, let me stop. I'm gonna be nice.
I hear you.
You know, I'm trying to trying to find everyone. You know, it's so many people, so many radio station hosts out here that are so good, you
Yeah,
know, but then there's some that are not being right and they're cheating folks and they, you know, and I hear stuff and it's not right. So
yeah,
if you're not setting that example, you know, then I'm sorry, my platform can't be used to have a person on that's that way, you know.
that's understood. That's good.
Yeah. I don't take
When
everyone on my platform, you know.
understood, and that's why I tell you thank you.
Yeah, yes, yes, yes.
Absolutely.
So we're going to look at something I'm going to show people of you in action.
Oh,
And we want them to see. You guys, thank you so much for coming on Chopping Up with Queen Alicia. I know I see your comments. Everybody saying hello to you. Shanique, she says hello, my fellow radio brother and sister. She's out of Atlantic City in New Jersey. Um,
all right. Hello, everybody.
yeah, you have Yolanda Fabian. I don't know if you know, Yolanda is in New York. She's in New
Okay.
York.
All right. Hello,
Yeah,
everybody.
yeah. So he'll see all of you guys' comments and everything. But we want to thank you so much. You have Annie Beard that's on.
That's
You
my
have
mother.
Tony D. He came on. He says relationships are important, very important. You have I am Miss Green.
Yeah, I'm a church member.
Yes, yes. And you have Sabrina Truly Blessed.
Church member.
Anita Anderson. You
Church,
have some church members that love you.
and I love them.
Yes. You have George Lovejoy. He was on too.
Yes, that's my brother, my
He
head deep.
said you the best pastor this side of heaven. Uh-oh. I'm gonna have to come to what you say you in Mississippi?
I know I'm in Springfield, Mass. I ain't too far from you in Jersey.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we about 3 hours.
Okay, that sounds good. That sounds really good. All right, y'all. Let me show you something. I had to share my screen, and you know the deal. I'm the only one working everything, so you gotta bear with me. Bear with me. So, let me see. Here we go. Thank you guys again for coming on and chopping up with Queen Alicia platform to share in this interview. All right, let's see. All right, so I stopped the broadcast because you guys are gonna go follow. you're gonna go. You're gonna go follow him, so you will see the entire broadcast. Amen. Praise the Lord.
Well, I thank you. I thank you. That actually is my Tuesday night show that I do at home. It's called 30-Minute Quartet with the Preacherman, And I'm at home on that when I do it on Facebook, and I do it on Tuesday nights at 7 p.m. and it's strictly quartet. I don't deviate. I don't go away from quartet on Tuesday.
That's awesome. What do you have any words for anyone that wants to get into, whether it be quartet or whether it just I want to be an artist? Any
Mhm.
words?
Yeah. First and foremost, love the Lord. Be real with that. Be real with the Lord. Be real with yourself. And do it because you love it as well. You have to love it to do what you do, because there are knocks, there are bumps, there are bruises. But when you love what you do, you consistent with it. And when you love the Lord, you'll put him first. And he's always going to lead and guide you. It does not mean that I'm not going to, lie to you. It doesn't mean you're going to be like Lisa Noel Smith. That's not what that means. It means that you're following God, and you knowing that God will carry you through everything that you're going through the knocks, through the bumps. But you have to love what you're doing as well, whether it's being an artist, whether it's trying to get into radio, and you got to be consistent with it, and you need patience. You need patience, because patience is something that you're going to learn. If you don't have it, you're going to learn. Everything doesn't happen overnight. Everything doesn't happen exactly when you want it, but just stay consistent, keep trusting God, and stay consistent. Things will work out.
When someone says Lisa Noel Smith, I'm gonna tell you what I think. India, her daughter, has been on the show. I think that it was her time, right? I also say she was definitely not searching for awards. She
Hmm.
stayed faithful with God,
Hmm.
and that's who elevated her.
Hmm. Hmm.
And I feel that some of us are not, we don't have our eyes on the right thing.
Hmm. Hmm.
And that's why we're not getting elevated.
Hmm. Hmm. Absolutely. And time has been put in.
Mm,
You see
right,
some with a song that become hot
right.
for 3 years, you don't really understand the time that was put in way before
Mhm,
that. So being consistent,
mhm.
continuing to love God, his timing is not our timing. I
That's right.
that very often, because
Mhm.
God, with him, one day is like 1,000 years to us. And so we're expecting God to move today.
That's right.
God is saying, wait, because if I pull you out of the fire now, you won't be ready.
That's
Uh,
right.
my time, I see you. I see what you're going through. I see your consistency. I see that you love me. I see all of that. But there is a correct time, because you can go out there too early and burn out very
Mm.
quick. And so it's very important to have patience.
Yeah, because you're not prepared. Ah,
Absolutely.
God
Abs-
has some more molding that he needs to do.
absolutely.
And we want to rush him. We want to rush him and say, I am ready. I say this all the time too about a lot of artists taking platforms. We run into the stellars. Lord, forgive me, Jesus. I'm just sorry. I had to say it. But
Mhm.
we're not prepared to be on the stellar stage.
Absolutely.
We
Ab-
Go ahead. I was going to say we're not even prepared to be on a festival stage.
Absolutely. And it's very important to be true to yourself. Be true to yourself. Know, understand that, it takes time, preparation, practice, rehearsal, sweat, tears, all of that. And when you go through all of that and go through it the right way, it'll come out in your songs.
Yes.
See it in your songs when you're singing. They'll see it in your performance, because you have put in that time, you have put in that sweat, you have put in that tears, and now it's coming through. So timing is very important. So God knows what we don't know, because he know our thoughts are far off. So before we get our thoughts, he sees what's down the road. And sometimes we're, oh God, I want it now. And God's saying, if I give it to you now, you don't see that bear that you about to run in.
That's right.
But so that's why I'm not letting, because he loves us so much. he protects us from us.
That's right. That's right. And sometimes when we go out there and we do the wrong things to get it, then we got to suffer those consequences too. My God.
Yeah, and then you start blaming God, and God said, I
Right.
ain't that.
I ain't got nothing to do with that. That's all you.
Absolutely, absolutely. And you got something because God does have a permissive will as also. And so sometimes you'll get something that you just keep on worrying him about, and he gives it to you, and it's to your own hurt. And so that's why it's very important to wait on God. And there's nothing wrong with praying, God, in your will. You know, I want to be in the will of God, because if I'm in the will of God and if I have his favor, and I know no matter what I'm going through, it's going to work out.
When we say professionalism with an artist, how can you define that? What's professionalism in your eyes?
There's a few things with professionalism. First of all, your character, the way you act, will consider you as a professional, not just your sound, because you sound good or you look good in your dress, but you know your character, the way you treat people that are not quote unquote big. How do you treat the little people, the people who nobody knows, that comes up to you in your program while you're singing, and they just want to talk to you, or they want to take a picture? How do you treat those people who nobody knows? I think that's one big thing that consider you a professional. There's a lot of them, but I think that's one thing. I actually there's a saying that say, don't meet your idol. They say that, and I've had one that really rubbed me the wrong way, where I just wanted to speak, you know, and say, hey, and, you know, really go into, I love your music, this and that. They didn't know me, but here it is, a brother just coming to give you some love, not hate. I'm just coming to give you some love, but the way you treated me was very, 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 very bad. And it's like, oh boy, wow. And so you got some people who consider themselves professional, but they're not professional because they can't treat people right.
If I could scream, I would scream. That's good. Y'all hear that, right? You know, all of the interviews are going to be available on my YouTube channel. My God, you can't treat people right. That was one thing with my dad before he left this world. You know, he told me and my sons, we were sitting at the kitchen table, and he said, "One thing in this world you got to do, and that's treat people right." He said that. He said
Absolutely.
that.
It's very important. I mean, I end my shows, my Bible study, I end my other shows, and it says, be good to somebody and good will come back and find you. So it's very important that you treat people right. That's what God wants from us. God requires us to love one another, just as he has loved us. We got to do that. We got to learn how to treat people right, because that's what God is looking for. So you can fool us, but you can't fool God.
All right, so Pastor, people saying I could feel it. I could feel it. They did me wrong. What are you talking about? I gotta treat them right. They're not treating me right. So why I gotta treat them right?
Yeah, well, if you go in that route, then you got to understand that if you look at it, we all treated the Lord wrong. We've all turned our back on him. According to the Bible, we all have sinned.
Mm,
Say you haven't sinned, the Bible calls you a liar, not me. The Bible calls you a liar. And because of that, Jesus, even though we all have sinned, he was talked to his disciples, because a lot of people talk about Peter denying Jesus 3 times. Yes, he did deny him, but if you read the Bible, it says that all the disciples forsook Jesus. So everybody turned their back on him. All the ones he personally handpicked turned their back on him, but Jesus still died for every single one of us, and he still loves us. And when he was teaching his
my
disciples,
God.
he said, you got, well, how many times do I got to forgive him? He said,
Mm,
70 times 7 in a day, which is 490 times in a day, which is all impossible for somebody to treat you that wrong. But that's what Jesus was saying, that you still yet have to love people. Do I say it's easy? Oh, no, it's not easy. We're human. We're living in the
that's
flesh,
right.
but it's required. God requires us
Mm,
to show the God in us, because when you show the God in you and over the people that are not doing right, but you showing God, then it'll heap coals of fire on their head.
That's right. That's right. We want to say hi to Queen Lisa Wright. She come up in here. Hey, Queen Lisa Wright and Robert Craig. He floating in here too.
Deacon Craig. Blessings to you both.
Yes, they coming up in here. Criticism. You know, it's hard for some artists to take criticism.
Yeah, and it's needed. I think we hit a little bit of that earlier. It's very important to hear constructive criticism. I mean, you need the truth. You need the truth because it's going to help you. It might not feel good when it's told to you, but you know the difference when somebody's just taking shots at you than somebody that's doing some constructive criticism. You know, once they come to you and say, "Listen, we appreciate you. We appreciate your music, but if you and your guys could pull your pants up while you sing,
Oh, Jesus.
we're not throwing shots at you. We're telling you something that will."
Right.
That's something that is constructive criticism, but it's something that needs to be said. It's almost like
Right.
afraid to do those kind of things, but those things are needed. So you need some kind of truth, and people need to hear you.
Wow, now you just made me think about something. Quartet music. When it comes to when you say quartet, I'm gonna tell you what I see.
Mhm.
I see. I'm laughing about what I'm about to say. A bunch of good-looking guys. Let me stop. All right, Dad. I hear my dad say, "Get to the point," right? But I'm just saying they look good in their suits. They dress the part. They dress as far as that professionalism. And I
Mhm.
think that a lot of just say gospel artists, it's a lot of us that don't take heed to that. We think we could just give God, we could just throw him anything. We could just dress as the way we want to dress, and that's how we're gonna present ourselves.
Absolutely, and God wants the best out of all of us, and
Mhm.
so there's a way to dress up, even when you don't have a suit on. There's a way to dress up.
That's right.
But nowadays the truth is there are some people who come all kind of, it's very disrespectful, not just to the church, is this disrespectful to the Lord because
Yes,
we're representing God,
that's right.
we're representing him,
Mhm.
so we should look our best. So if you're wearing let's just say jerseys, you're wearing jerseys, everybody's wearing the jersey, everybody's neat, everybody's
Right.
pants pulled up with a belt on and nothing is falling. If you're dancing, you don't have to have close your daughter's eyes or your son's eyes because everything is in place. So you just you're presentable, neat, and
That's
look
right.
good. And because as we know that times do change, so things do change, so I get it, but there should be I'm from the old school.
Mhm.
That's just what I am. I don't, this is me personally, nobody get upset with me, but I don't wear hats in church.
That's right.
I don't
Right.
wear hats when we sing. My group don't wear no hats. We're not
Right.
going to do that because that's
Right.
just who I am. I come in the building, I take it off. But if we decide, I know times change and things change, so everybody won't wear a suit, but you
Right.
should all look the par, uh,
Mhm.
look clean, have something clean on, and make it neat, even if you don't have a suit on.
Well, you guys, you heard it. You heard it. And guess what? I'm not gonna get in trouble tonight. You get in trouble. Look, talk to Jesse, Preacherman, Burgess.
That's all right.
But I thank you so much for being truthful. A lot the people that's on, and I know even your congregation of people that's on tonight, they want us to be truthful.
Yeah,
Because when we don't be truthful, we can't sugarcoat things.
yeah,
God is watching every move that we make as well.
yeah. And we're responsible
Hmm.
telling the truth because I say it to my church, if I don't tell you the truth, then God gets me.
That's right.
Do I, as the Bible say, do I become your enemy because I tell you the truth? No, I'm just telling you the truth. It's more hurtful to you for me to lie to you or not tell you
That's
uh,
true.
truth. So I have to do that. And there's a way to do everything.
That's
There's
right.
say everything, but it's when things have to be said, they have to be said, and it's the truth, and God honors the truth.
Thank you. You know what? We appreciate you so much. I know you're a busy man, so I'm gonna let you go a little early. But I want to thank you. Hopefully I'll see you in person one day. So do you go to any other awards or
I do. I actually, well, I don't go to a lot because
right,
of my responsibility to my church. But
right.
last year I was down in Atlanta. I was able to hit award show there, and then I went to Chubb's Morton live recording. And so I do get out to some of them. I'm actually going to be at the award show in Long Island in August. Mary J does a award show, and
She
we're
does.
yeah, and we're actually singing on that one this time. So I'll be there in August. So I get to come out to some every now and then, but my first responsibility is to the church, preaching and
That's right.
giving God's word, and then singing has now become second. But I do get out, and we ain't that far, so we'll be able to meet up, and hopefully one day I get you on my show because I do a PM Friday show where I interview on Friday. So hopefully I can get Queen Leisha one
Oh
of these days.
yeah, anytime, anytime. It's funny. I'm laughing at myself and going, maybe one day I'll pop up at your church. I did that to Pastor Darrell Bass. It was
Oh,
funny. I like to pop up, and people think that they're dreaming. I don't know what they think. They be looking at me like that can't be. She just did not come to my church, and I be like,
wow.
yes, it's me, and I follow him around. It was fun because
Well,
they had like a festival in Delaware, so I was there. Got to see Lonnie Hunter, you know. So it was a fun time. So I enjoyed doing that because life is too
it
short.
is. It is. It is. And so that will be great. That's my brother. He's the one who I was talking about, Pastor Bass. He just brought
Okay.
2 weeks ago, and I preached for him. But he's a good brother. But it's very important. And I had said this, and make these final remarks. But I said this the beginning of last year or the middle of the year. I said I wanted to meet everybody that I've become friends with on Facebook in
Wow.
person, and I've started doing that. And so I surprise. I know you have know of my returner because she supports like every
Yes. Mhm.
pulled
Mhm.
up at her place of employment and walked in, and she was happy to see me all the way to Georgia. And I pulled up because I wanted to meet good people. So hopefully one day
Wow.
we're definitely going to meet.
Yeah, I'm supposed to have her on too. We started everything with all of these, the host and the guests and all of that. So, and I'm trying to play catch up now because I rescheduled you as well. My I had to have emergency
Mm,
surgery, so I'm sorry
no,
about that. So it was like, what's going on
no
here?
problem.
So,
I want
yeah. So go ahead,
I
say it
want to
again.
thank you for having me on. I appreciate you. Continue doing what you're doing. Be led by God. And
That's wonderful. Thank you so much. I didn't hear the last thing that you said because your screen is frozen.
oh, I froze on you. Oh yeah, am I back?
You're back a little bit. I kind of see your
Okay,
face.
okay. I know we dealing with some rain too, but anyway, I just was saying thank you for doing what you do.
Yes, no, no problem. And this is not always, again, like you had just said too, in regards to be always being in the family. You're a part of the family.
Absolutely,
So
absolutely.
anytime you say, Alicia, I need you to show a flyer, or I need you to speak about X, Y, and Z, then count me in, because when I find somebody that's trustworthy, that's just you just talking. Yeah, dude, let's go. Let's do whatever. So just let me thank you, Lisa, so much. She says she's praying for my aunt. But thank you. But just let me know. Just let me know. Is there any words that you have for artists, or well, no, I should say and someone that does not know God right now?
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you, get to know God. If you don't have a relationship with Him, get to know Him. It'll be the best decision of your life. We all need a relationship with God. And as far as artists, I'll say be true to yourself. but love God. Make sure God is first, because if he's first in your life, you cannot fail. Trying to go
That's
around
right.
God won't work. Make sure that you get a relationship with him, make him first, and everything else will fall into place. Even if you never get the number one spot, you'll know you're in the will of God.
That's right. That's right. Anything to say to artists?
And to the artist, I will say that you do your best to be professional at all times. Even when you're on social media, there's a lot of people that are hurting themselves because of their personal social media page. I say be professional at all times, whether you're on social media, whether you're walking, it doesn't matter where you are, be professional. And that helps by having a relationship with God.
My God, Jesse, what is your contact information that everybody can submit their music to?
You can submit your music to my personal email address, which is preachermanbug, that's Bug 0404 at gmail.com. Again, preachermanbug 0404 at gmail.com.
I'm gonna have to come see you because let me tell you, your congregation is lighting it up in here. They like, that's my
I love
pastor.
them.
I
I
know.
love them.
I'm jealous of
I
you.
love them. I love them.
Thank you so much again for coming on and chopping up with Queen Alicia. You know, we bless your ministry and everything that you have going on right now, because that's not going to do nothing but multiply,
Well,
Jesse. Just
I
multiply.
appreciate you, and if ever I can do something for you, you know how to reach me, and I'll definitely do what I can. God bless you.
God bless you. Have a
You
great
too.
night. Bye bye. All right, you guys. I would like to thank all of you guys for coming on tonight and chopping it up. Thank you so much for putting up. Oh my God, you guys are so wonderful. God bless you guys. Thank you guys for there's the email. So anytime you would like to get in contact, hello, Gerald Irvin. I see you. Thank you so much for coming in. If you guys did not get the whole entire interview, you know what to do. You can always go back and review, and it's also going to be on my YouTube page. So I do want to let you know that we need subscribers, so I'll be putting my link to that. There's a lot going on here. As you can tell, I sift through the people that I have to find. Like I'm just, I don't know. I just go on people's pages, and God has allowed me to. Like, some people I go through and I pass right by, but then there's others that I go to and I see the work that they're doing, the ministry, and I stop. So I just want to explain to you that there's many people that come to me and they say, "Can you interview this one? Can you interview this one?" And guess what? Unfortunately, I can't do it. Because just like Pastor said, you know, God is upholding us to do certain things. And that's what happens. It's hard, you know, when we have to listen to God sometimes because people don't like us. All right, just let's say that, you know. Rita, thank you so much for being in here. I see you. Sabrina, thank you so much. You have a great pastor. And Annie, thank you so much for saying I have a good show. And again, I don't make the show, it's the people that come in here that God has allowed me to have. So bless you too. I am Miss Green. So that's how it works. And I don't know. Today, I'm going to tell you this though. So, and I'm going to let you guys go. So the other day, I saw a post that an artist had made, and she literally was upset because when she posted, she literally posted basically saying, you know, talking about people, and how sometimes people can be really mean. And I had my Bible because I was reading something. People can be very mean, and it's important, right, that we look at that, right? Sometimes people judge us, right? They judge us. But I want you guys this is my last word to you. I want you to understand that we can't be so concerned about other people judging us. The only person that has the right to judge us is God, right? And God is the only person that sees and knows all about who we are, right? So I want you to understand when you're going through things, and this isn't just towards artists, this is towards everyone. When you are going through something, I want you to understand that God is the only one that sees everything. He knows all about us. He knows everything, right? So sometimes we don't let people get to know us completely because we are afraid that they will discover something about us that they won't like. I was reading this morning and I was like, wow, right? So it's just like with me. It's hard for me to come out and talk about stuff because I know some people are not going to like what I'm going to say. you know. It's just like Pastor just talked about, but we're not doing these things for you to give us a pat on the back. Just remember that. Remember that. Remember that, right? We're doing these things, right, for God. God has instructed us to do things. And we're not here to get orders from you to make you smile and like us. That's not what we're here about. All of us, not just me, my God, all of us have been called to do something by God. So I encourage you to speak out, right? If something's wrong, then you don't do it and you don't support it, right? Keep in mind, God knows all about us. He knows every single thing about us. But what happens is the enemy gets in. And now the enemy wants to twist us around, right? The enemy wants to twist our decision making. He wants you to listen to him and he doesn't want you to listen to God. So I'm just going to say this. In life, it is imperative that we listen to God and what he wants us to do. The person who has created us, right? That knows all about us, right? So when you see or hear me do things and you say, why is she doing that? It's not me, right? Sometimes it's hard to be in a pastor's shoes, right? It's hard to be in a prophet's shoes, an apostle's shoes, and just people who talk to God, right? I am none of those things, right? But just people who communicate with God. That's hard. It's really hard. Because now God tells you he wants you to tell this one this, and then guess what? You go and tell them, and now they're like, yo, what are you telling me this for? Right? But I say that to say, be truthful to God. Don't be truthful to man. Be truthful to God in everything that you do. Right? Pastor just said, make sure you treat people kindly. Right? The way you treat people is what comes back to you. Right? Make sure you treat everybody with kindness. All right. I want to thank you so much for chopping it up with Queen Alicia. I appreciate every single one of you. And I pray that every single thing, everything, when I put, oh my goodness, when I put people on these platforms, right, on my platform, I want you to take what they have said and I want you to apply it. And I want you to share it with others. That's what I want you to do. So, what do I want you to do? I want you to take what people have said and I need for you to apply it, right, to your daily living and share it with others. Because right now, you could literally share this broadcast onto your platform. So I want to thank you. All right. Thank you for having our pastor on with you tonight. It was a great show. I appreciate you, Shanita, for saying that. Thank you, Queen Alicia. Have a blessed night. Have a blessed night. Thank you. I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. That's what I want. That's what makes my day. That's what makes the Queen Alicia show a great show, is that you take what these hosts are telling you, or whomever. It could be an artist that's on my platform, right? You take it and you run with it. And you continue the purpose that God has for your life. That's all I want. All right. If nobody told you today that they loved you, always remember that Queen Alicia loves you unconditionally. I thank you so much once again for coming on to the Queen Alicia platform and chopping it up with Queen Alicia. Have a great night.
Chopping it up with Queen Alicia, where every word is clear and true. From deep talks and open dialogue, join the conversation. Explore real relationships and pass the growth.
Yeah, chop it up with Alicia, the queen. This is the podcast you know you're gonna need, hun. Chop it up with Alicia J today. She's dropping them nuggets and stuff you really wanna say on relationships and situationships, married or single, and even if you wanna mingle. Chop it up with Alicia, the queen. Today, yeah.
Discuss hot topics and let your knowledge flow.
The queen. Let's chop it up.
Entertainment and guests in the mix. Every conversation is a clear connect that makes.
Let's chop it up.